Welcome to Rock the Life, a podcast for fans by fans. I'm Katya,
I'm Amy.
and today we are going to turn the tables, and I am going to interview Amy on her very exciting weekend that she had going to the legendary Whiskey A Go Go
Mm-hmm.
to see one of our fave Bay Area bands. And we've
Mm-hmm.
had some of them on the show, Babylon AD
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Rusted Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to
It was
do a
so fun.
singing and screaming. Okay, so
Yeah.
Amy, give us the date. What day did you go down?
Okay. We left August 8th. The show was that Friday. So we were up at 4 and 4:30. Yeah. Our flight time the whole day. Okay. Our flight time was boarding time was 6:20. And literally the airport's an hour and 20 minutes away. We left at like 5:15. Like, no joke.
I would be like losing my mind. I am a
It
very
was,
much an airport like 2 hours early person.
well, fortunately, the Eugene airport's a small airport. So as long as you get there
Okay.
within, mm, by boarding time, you're okay. And it's very small. You literally go through TSA and there's two gates,
Okay.
literally two gates. So it's
You're
super
making me
small.
feel better. Okay.
Right. So we literally raced up there. Like, don't get a speeding ticket. Oh my gosh. Get there, like take an hour and 20-minute drive and cut it into 45, 50 minutes. Like, ugh,
Excellent. But you did
it
it.
was, yeah, we did it. We made it on time. And then right when we get there, we got there right at boarding time. We get our spaces in the line because we were flying Southwest, and then the flight's delayed.
Oh, I remember that. I remember,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, so flight's delayed. And then here's what the problem was. It might have taken less time to find a new pilot. So, our pilot was not very tall. And the seat for in the cockpit would not lower enough for him
For him to drive it
for
safely.
him to do the things.
I mean, come on.
And
That's
so it was broken. And so they had to find a new coil that allowed the seat to adjust. That was the
well, you know what?
dilemma
That
for
is
the
like
plane.
it's so much better than being like, there's a part and it's not the
Yeah,
landing
yeah.
gear's not working. No, I'm like that is
Right,
like,
right.
okay, that's totally
At least
surmountable and they have to get used to this.
yeah, it was totally superficial, but by the time we left, we missed our connecting flight in Sacramento.
What time did you get to LA?
Uh, Actually, it was still pretty early. We worked it out. Oh, we totally took a different course. So we stopped in Sacramento, and the next flight to LAX didn't leave for like 6 hours. And I was like, no, that's so late. Like, late was like 3 o'clock in the
What
afternoon,
time
but
did
come on.
what time was the show starting?
We were supposed to have meet up with Cher and
Sherba.
Doug.
That'd be Sherba
Yeah, and Doug Starr and their group at around 7, and we were supposed to have dinner with Greg and his
of
wife
Rusted Stone.
of Rusted Stone at like 6, all at the Rainbow. So we're like, oh no. Anyway, so we ended up actually flying into Burbank. Right when we got off the plane in Sacramento, there was a flight taking off to Burbank. And I was like, can we just go to Burbank? And we redid our car reservations and all that stuff. So we ended up flying into Burbank and not LAX, but we got there by about noon. So it wasn't
So
that
were
bad.
you able to have dinner and meet up with
Mm-hmm.
Cher and Greg? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And what time
Mm-hmm.
did the show start at the Whiskey?
There were like 7 bands. So
Oh,
I actually think it started between 6 and 7, but we didn't get there till
okay.
like 9. Rusted Stone went on at like 10. And
Oh,
Babylon
excellent.
AD
Okay.
went on at like 11. It was
Okay.
late. It was
How
late.
many, and I have to ask, how many times have you been to the Whiskey?
Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
It is
Not
a great, I mean,
not as
it's a
many,
great
but
venue.
it's starting to feel like a home venue now sometimes. I'm kind of like, okay, let's get heat at the Whiskey and then I'll go back, you know. I
Oh, that
will
would be
tell you,
wild.
right, in September, Vane is going to be there, and I just can't make that work.
Hmm.
I can't make that work. I have to like refill the pot now that
Okay.
we've done
Yeah,
some of
no, it's a
these.
journey. It's a journey to go. And you keep saying we. Who did you go with?
I went with my hubby. It was Clay and I
Who used to play in a
with
band
Greg.
with Greg of Rusted
Yeah.
Stone. So this is like,
Yeah.
it's a real, that is such a homecoming. That is a good one. Okay, so let's talk about Rusted Stone.
Oh, oh,
Um,
hold on.
mhm.
I have to tell you. We get to the hotel, right? Okay, so we're getting all checked in. We go up to our room and the room before us, so we're like, I don't know, like 328. Room 327, right? Is got their door open. And there's all this like stacked, covered equipment. But anybody who's been around bands know I'm like, that's band equipment. And so we kind of look inside and it's the bass player and it's Craig. And I thought his name was Tony. I could be wrong, but he was also. So we were staying on the same floor in the same hotel as Babylon AD,
Oh,
at
that's
least
fun.
part of them. So Craig was right there. Greg was just a few doors down.
Okay,
So
I
it
hope
was
there's some
like,
wild stories at the end of the night to go with this. Did anything go out the window?
no,
Oh.
no.
Amy, come
I know.
on, you're losing it.
Seriously, this is how late the show went though. By the time Babylon ED was over, we were like, let's go hang out at the Rainbow. The Rainbow was closed. Like it was so late. It was still late. Like we had been up by the time we got back to the room, we'd been up for 22
What was late, Amy?
hours.
I want to hear what
It
late
was
is.
late was let's see, we got up at 4, 22 hours, 2 a.m. It was 2. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but the Rainbow was closed. Come on. That marked the end of the night. So,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
early.
And I guess Babylon AD Cher said the next day that Babylon had an after party. But I don't know where it was and we didn't go, which is fine cuz she said she was up until 5. And I was like,
That's where it should
that
be.
would have had us up for 25 hours. I was like,
Exactly.
that's
That's what you
okay.
should be doing. That's what big
I know,
weekends are for.
right? Well, we ate at this really cool restaurant in LA the next morning at 9:15.
Did you go
I
to
was
Rock
like,
and Roll Denny's?
no, I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
did pass by and we did see what was at the new at the Tower Records location.
What?
It's like a spin gym, something or other, bikes.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
passed by it the last time we were there too. Didn't even recognize it. And Clay was standing back and he goes, "That's the old Tower Records." And as soon as he said that, you looked at the shape of it and you went,
Mhm.
oh my
Mhm.
gosh, it's the
Wow.
Tower Records. And it's gone, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's sad. Okay, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to go back to let's go to Rusted Stone.
Yes.
What's your first impression seeing them on stage?
Oh my gosh. Well, we saw them in January. This show was probably the best that Clay's seen them a number of times. And his comments were this is the best that he'd ever seen them. They really, they had that main support and they really picked up the game. It felt like they were all kind of rock stars out on the stage. And that was Greg always gives his all. He's got just this great way that he plays and but this time Sean was really on point and keeping everybody entertained. And when we were there in January, there was like an equipment malfunction which took a few minutes, and that's always a bummer because it takes the crowd from this
Takes
high
the flow.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this time everything flowed really well. It was really great. It was really great.
So was Rusted Stone a good fit for the immediate opening to Babylon AD? Did that vibe work
I
out?
I feel like it did. Yeah, I
Good.
feel
I'm
like
glad.
they gelled really really well. So, the whole night I felt like at least the last 3 bands did pretty well. We didn't see the first openers at all, but
Do you remember
they
the names
had
of the other bands?
well, I think it's Prima Donna Rising. We also saw them in January with Slaughter. Um that's not so much my style, but I felt like overall it was a good fit. It was a good
Okay.
bill, I felt like. Yeah.
And when Babylon ID came on, do you remember what song they opened with?
Uh it might have been Babylon. Okay,
Okay.
so here's the thing. Here's what I did. I do this at a lot of shows because set list, unless I get the set list, I don't remember because
Because you're in the
I'm
moment.
trying to be in
You're
it.
in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I did was I thought I was recording snippets
I'm gonna
of
be.
each song. So I'm like, okay, I'll know. And I was specifically thinking like for this show. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna record snippets. Half my snippets were photos. So I
You're like,
was
what
like,
are the fingers? What's the guitar chord on that?
I know, I'm like, wait a minute. So, but they came out with a bang. I mean, obviously they played Bang Goes the Bells, but I don't remember if it was the first song or if Babylon was actually the first
Well, was
song.
Bango the Bells one of the big sing-alongs? Like, was the crowd totally reacting to that one?
Yeah, yeah. And at
Okay.
first, okay, I'm so glad we got to interview Derek because when they left the stage before the encore, they had not played um Dog Off the Chain, and I was so disappointed. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, but Derek said they were going to play it. He said. And so I just kind of banked on that 100%. And of course, they came back out and just rocked it. And I got no video from that. I was just all in it. I was so happy to hear that song. So, they have quite a few albums and they
Yeah,
played
they
a
do.
good collection off of each one. So, I felt overall it was a good show. I have an affection for Nothing Sacred. I would have preferred to hear more off of Nothing Sacred, but overall it was so much fun. High energy. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great. Oh, can I tell you something?
Yes.
I got to meet Susan Marie. Like she
Who
was right
is?
there. Yeah. Susan Marie, if you watched our
Let's see.
Babylon AD episode with Derek, he talked about like their number one fan. And I kid you not, I don't have a picture after the show because it went late enough. The whiskey was kicking everybody out. And Derek waved and said hi. And like almost like we were like, I was gonna go over and take a picture, but they were literally kicking everyone out, and he beelined for Susan Marie. He wanted to make sure, I know, he wanted to make sure that he had time to greet her and chat with her and all of that. And I was just like, that's the best thing ever. So I just waved and yelled, great show, loved it, da da da. And then,
Did you
yeah.
get to meet Susan Marie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will she come on the show?
I left her a message. So we'll
Okay.
see. I know. I'm
Susan,
like,
if you're hearing this, please
I
come
know.
on.
I'm like,
Like,
please come on our
fans for
show.
fans, come on.
I know. So I did leave her a message. We connected on Instagram. So we chatted a little bit back and forth, but I actually just sent the formal invite this morning because I was
Okay.
really thinking about
Lovely.
it. So
Oh my goodness. And how was
yes.
Greg's stage presence on the show? I mean, not
Oh
Greg.
my
Sorry.
gosh.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Derek.
Random brain movement. This
Greg
is
and
this.
Derek.
Yeah.
Thinking both
Did
of
you
those
want
guys.
Greg's or did you want okay, so
I want both
Greg
of
I
them.
think has great command as a bass player on the stage. He has like not dorky guitar faces. He just has really cool, he wore his head backwards. He wore his hat backwards and it was just a cool vibe. I feel like he's a great bass player. He just has this
That
presence
totally,
and
yeah.
but without an ego, and which we love. And I felt like, I got some great pictures. He had great command of the stage. Now, Derek's stage presence, I mean, I don't feel like, okay, this is my first time seeing Babylon 80. Okay. But I feel like I can probably say they haven't lost a step because the performance was there, the energy was there, the songs were there, his voice was there, and I'll tell you, they were all entertaining to watch. And with Dylan back on drums, he's the youngest member in the band, and so he just also brought a fun energy. But Derek really knows how to take control of the stage. He knows how to really make it an enjoyable show. So I was very pleased with all of that.
Now, besides Jean Marie, did you know any other fans there or reconnect with anyone?
Um, no, met some new friends. That was fun.
Okay.
Of course we
I
hung
think I
out
talked
with
to them that night, right?
you might have, yeah. I have to tell you, so right before Greg's band went on, we were hanging out. Okay, so we had dinner with Greg and his wife. And then as they were leaving, it was like, okay, it was time for to meet up with Cher and Doug. And anyway, and so we hung out at the Rainbow for a little bit longer. At least I did. Clay went to go help Greg and his wife went, and we were just, chitty chatting and kind of having a good time. And then I made my way over to the Rainbow with Cher and Doug, and we walked in there together. And then as we were kind of mingling upstairs, Jay, Cher's partner, was there, and he had a friend that came with him. Her name is Kat, and she was a riot. She was an absolute like 80s girl, and just her dress, her boots, everything was on point for an 80s show. And so we grabbed a couple of drinks, but I got the greatest video. There is a Rock the Life sticker, 2 of them actually, on the sound booth at the Whisky.
I was so excited to see that.
Oh man, I want to get a sticker on there. And Doug goes, "You want a sticker on there?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to get a sticker on the sound booth." And he goes, "Give me a sticker." And so I got the sticker and I started to peel it because sometimes they're tricky, and he was just going to go slyly put it in there. I'll put the video in. It's so funny. He just, he kind of like slips his hand under there and he just rubs the sticker on. It was great. It was great.
If anyone goes to the Whiskey soon, I want to make sure it's still there. Or we'll give them another sticker to put on.
I know, it's so funny, but it was great, just kind of, it was hysterical. And then, watched Rusted Stone. We did have, Greg had given us passes. So, you guys, I epically failed.
Oh, how did you fail?
So we had access into the green rooms. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get all these pictures. I'm going to do all this stuff. And I got a little distracted. I'll tell you how. I wasn't going to mention this. So we're grown-ups, right? Okay, so Kat has this outfit. And Victoria's Secrets is her friend. Let's just put it that way. So I joked around with her, and every now and then we were all in it and having fun. So don't come at me with like, you can't talk to people like that. You can't say that anymore. We're not in the 80s. She was fine. But every now and then I called her tits because she just looked great. Right.
Maybe
but the
you were
girls
just slightly
were
jealous.
At that moment, the girls just looked phenomenal. Anyway, she told me that my shirt was not low enough and that I needed to have my shirt be more revealing. Mind you, I'm wearing my Rock the Life shirt. I love how it's cut. I feel like it's just enough, whatever. But we were laughing, ha ha ha, laughing. We'd had a couple drinks, so ha ha ha, laughing. And she goes to the guy at the bottom of the stairs guarding the green room. She goes, "Do you have any scissors?" And I'm just distracted. I'm looking up the stairs and getting ready to go up the stairs. He goes, "Oh yeah." He grabs some scissors. Like it took like 30 seconds, no time at all. And she goes, "Hey babes." And she, I don't even think she remembers my name. So she was like, "Hey babes." And she calls me over. She takes the scissors. This is my disciple shirt because I can't wear my Rock the Life shirt anymore. I have to order a new one. And she just takes the scissors and she goes, snip, straight down the logo. And it was like, what? And I was like, that was like my Rock the Life shirt.
Could they call you tits after that?
I know, right? It was like, oh man. So fortunately it's still laid okay, but it literally cut into the logo, so I'm gonna order a new one. But I was
So are you trying to
distracted by
say you were
that.
distracted and didn't?
I was
I got some
distracted by that.
pictures.
So yeah. So I went in up the green room stairs and saw they have two or three opening band rooms, and then Babylon was actually in the room that we had Amy send us pictures of with Lynch Mob. So I actually didn't get to go in there, but I got
Oh,
to go in the other kind of band rooms and that kind of stuff. But it's up the stairs and it's a little guarded little thing. But it was pretty neat. So I failed you guys in terms of the fact that I don't have those pictures for you. So I'm very, very sorry. Next time
that means that
you
you just
won't.
have to go to another show. Okay.
I know. Yep. We have to go to Heat. I'm gonna stay on it. Anyway, so that's why I don't have those pictures, because I got my shirt cut. She just
I
what?
still want to see what it looks like. I wanna.
I'll
And
show
actually,
you.
one of my touching moments was while like with our time difference going on,
Mm-hmm.
Amy was at the show having a great
Mm-hmm.
time. I was on an
Mm-hmm.
epic early morning hike through
Mm-hmm.
the mountains of Spain, and
Mm-hmm.
she called me and I was
Beautiful.
able to watch part of the show, and I was giggling and happy and just having so much fun. That's why I did a screenshot. That's what I said. I was there and I took a
Yeah.
picture. I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
I took a screenshot and it was
Send it
so
to
much
me.
fun. And I got to see everyone, right?
You did. You did. And you
It
had
was really good.
oh my gosh. Of course my mind would draw a blank right now, but you had I was right there in the front. And so you had the guitar player, and I had his
Yeah.
name up until like 10 seconds ago. Point at you and see you on the I have that
I
picture.
was so happy.
I I
Yeah,
know.
I
It was
was
so
giddy with
great.
excitement. And I was like
It
on
was
a hike
great.
for a wedding weekend and like I was
Not
peeking
in
out being
rock and roll
happy.
mode. Yeah. Right?
Amy, I'm gonna say this. Um, the wedding went on till like 3:30 in the morning. So
Wow. Okay.
that's what I'm giving you a hard time
We have
about
to do
like
I know
2
about what
a.m.
you
What
were
is
in bed
that?
at. You went back to the hotel at 2?
At
What?
2? Like, come on. Like, what is that?
Nice. I'm gonna have to come to
Okay,
a wedding in Spain.
you do. Yeah, no, or not, or
Yeah.
not. We can just stick to the whiskey. Okay, so I'm gonna
Okay.
give you some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay, better live anthem, Bang Go the Bells, or Hammer Swings Down.
Hammer swings down.
Okay,
Dog off the
um,
chain would have been my first preference, but you didn't give
I
me
was,
that option.
yeah, I
I
know
know.
that was gonna be okay.
Hammer swings
Whiskey
down.
a Go Go, legendary
Mhm.
venue, or
Mhm.
overrated?
Oh no, not overrated. No, legendary venue. Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
for sure. Um, we were gonna have to like stop the podcast if you said anything.
I
Um,
know. I know.
favorite drink or snack of the night?
Rainbow pizza, and then I have my favorite drink is a white Philly, and it's basically a lemon drop but with
Mm,
gin instead of
yum,
vodka.
yum, yum, yum.
And so at the Rainbow though, I did have an espresso martini.
Oh,
So there's that.
okay.
That's what I drank. Those 2.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's a good one. Keeps you up, but keeps the party going.
Mhm.
Okay. Which band, name a band, do you think would be a good opener for Babylon AD besides Rusted Stone? Or who should Babylon AD open for?
Oh my gosh, how's this supposed to be rapid fire? Oh crap, child.
Gotta get the little mind
Okay.
things going.
Who
Okay.
should open for Babylon AD? Lex Bowman.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's
Hmm.
or Kobe
We've been
would be a
thinking
good one
about him.
too.
Yeah,
But
we've been thinking about him.
Lex would
Lex
be
would be great.
great. Would
Lex
be
would be
great.
great.
And then who should Babylon open for?
Yeah.
Um, I think I would probably say I think Bret Michaels would be a fun fit.
Hmm.
Um, I think I haven't seen Rocket Mafia yet. But that I feel like might also be a good fit.
Okay.
And then I think they could really have fun with like a faster pussycat.
Oh, yeah. But who'd open for
Mm-hmm.
who? That would be the question on that one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
3 words to sum up the night.
So much fun. That one was easy. Yeah,
Oh,
it was a blast. It was phenomenal. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'm like, okay, Cher, where are we going next? You know,
I got to
it
see
was
Cher
fun.
in the background and talk to her for a
Yeah.
little bit to do some waves. So good to see her too.
Yeah, yeah. It was a fun time. You know, she was kind of doing some moments we were hanging out and just like being girls, and other moments she was working. So, um, but it was a good time. It was a really good
Excellent.
time. Yeah,
Well,
that was fun.
speaking of concerts, I just saw this week that Guns N' Roses has
Hmm.
added dates to like South American, Central American, Latin American tour,
Ooh,
and it
that's
includes
gonna be
San Salvador on
fun.
October 4th. So with that,
Oh
I'm
my
thinking I
gosh,
need to like contact
is Will
Will
gonna
and
go? I was just
I
gonna
don't
say
know. I
yes.
just saw that. I was just thinking, I was like, we need to have Will do a like Central American Guns N'
Yeah.
Roses concert report because I think that would be, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, because we
Mm-hmm.
talk about how amazing the crowds are in South America for metal music, but they're also playing Costa Rica, Chile, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina. Like it is a
Wow.
full like, and I think that's pretty special because you don't always get
No.
big concert names, and even though
Yeah.
the countries should be able to like totally have it, they just don't, I think, get promoted to go there. So I think that's very exciting for our Central South
Oh, we should totally reach
American
out to Will.
fans. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna need a trip report for that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Seriously.
a- Another one of the bands that I have seen several times this year is the Milltown Brothers out of Northern England. They are releasing a new album, Boogie Woogie, and it
Hmm.
is out on September 12th. But
Oh.
what they have released a song recently, which is called "Grab the Sun," which when I go to their shows and they play the song, it's like that song is one for like a week after I'm still humming and singing it.
Oh,
It's
I
a
love
really
that.
upbeat, positive song.
Uh-huh.
So that's fun. I'm
Aw.
looking forward to seeing that. Looking forward to maybe getting some of the vinyl that they have out for Boogie Woogie coming out. They are
Nice.
having shows in England, and I am missing them in Scotland by a week. I am missing them in London like by a week, but they're playing Northern England and Scotland and a few other shows. So their
Nice.
shows have always been a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Babylon AD's whole album comes out September 1st.
Oh,
So
so some
there's
good
two,
music
that's
coming out.
like 2 weeks, that's a week apart, 2 weeks apart. That'll be awesome. Birthday album.
Well, Amy, and that's the thing is like I've been buying so much just like on my, Apple Music and I
Mm-hmm.
download them, pay with the subscriptions,
Mm-hmm.
but like I kind of want the
Mm-hmm.
physical copies of all. I mean, by the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
they
I
put
know.
the work into the artwork and liner notes, and I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
getting back into buying physical
Mm-hmm.
copies again. I mean, I
Oh,
love it. And I love the idea of
yeah.
fun colors of
Yeah.
vinyl. And
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you have a trip coming up first part of September. What are you doing?
I am going to see Def Leppard headline the BBC Radio 2. It's called Radio in the Park, and it's in Highlands Park in Essex. And the name of the city, I hope I say it right, it's like Chelmsford. But flying
Mm-hmm.
to London, head up there, and it is like even like a few weeks ahead of the concert, like the concert promoters sent out like lists on how to best get the transportation there, what bus companies, what trains to get. It was brilliant. I mean, for someone like me coming in and being like, how do I get to Essex? And like trying to look on Google Maps, they totally sent out like an itinerary of how to do it. And it's a 3-day festival. The day before is Brian Adams playing, but I'm just going for
Oh, wow.
the Def
Mm-hmm.
Leppard show. So if anyone's out there going, let me know. I'm going by myself. Um, I'm pulling an Amy and just heading out there to see the show.
Right?
So yes.
Seriously.
So I'm
Seriously.
excited
Oh my
for that.
gosh.
And while I'm there, there is something I do want to go do.
You have to go see. You have to go
So
see.
Mr. Dominic Youngblood himself has opened up a store on Denmark Avenue, and Denmark is like one of those infamous music streets, and it's called Bratton. Let me get the right name. It's beautifully romanticized, accidentally traumatized.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
lovely little thing that Youngblood has come out with. It's exclusive merchandise and clothing, coffee, beers, like leopard print, pool tables. They do gigs. It's like a creative space that they have
Yeah,
on in
yeah.
Denmark Street. And he like shut the streets down the other week for the crowds
Saw that.
singing and performing. And I am just,
You
I
need a
love it.
kilt. You need a
No,
kilt.
oh, he
You
was
could
like showing off
absolutely
some pink
rock.
kilts, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I might need that.
you could rock everything in that store.
I was
I
like,
am
Mom's
not
coming
even
in to buy.
joking. I know, right?
He is, no, he is just, to me, he's becoming like just that
Mhm.
rock star, right? I mean, he
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
one of those, again, creative all around.
Mhm.
So excited to see his space. So I hope I can get into it and get there, but that's going to be
I
one of the
need
highlights
pictures
of
and a
my 48
FaceTime.
hours.
I need
Oh, yeah.
I need a
No, we'll do it.
FaceTime. Like
We'll
I
do
don't
it.
care what time it is, just tell me what time you're going to be there and I will set an alarm. And I would absolutely adore that.
I can't wait to
I
see it. No,
want
I
to
can't.
go.
I'm excited. So I've been having so much fun watching what he's been doing, um,
Mhm.
promoting the story. He has like a movie coming out
I
this
know.
week, I think. The movie's
Yeah.
coming out, and I'm trying to see if I can watch if they're showing it anywhere here in Italy. If not,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see when I go to England. I might have a Def Leppard Young Blood
He's
weekend.
seriously, and he is selling out everywhere. Everywhere. It's like, he's paid his dues and, I'm very curious. I feel a little bit mom protective. I'm like, "Okay, don't go crazy. You've got this really great look and a vibe and the way that you care for people." I'm just like, "Oh my word." I'm
Can Amy, some of the reels I've seen of him that he was, I might have been TikTok or YouTube. So for his movie premiere, his date was his mom.
I know. I saw Mom
All
Perks.
right, how do I do my
Mom
right? Yeah,
Perks.
the other mom perks.
Yeah, this one.
And yeah, this
This one. That's it. I can't I
this one.
can't do it the way you do it for that.
No, I
Yeah.
don't know what I do. I do the weird. Um, and he was doing something again where there were fans there. He literally was like this vibe, high energy, hugging,
Mhm.
kissing, selfies, signing
Mhm.
for like all the
Mhm.
fans that were there.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Like, love it, love
Yeah.
it, love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the kids. I mean, like, once you
I
take your mom to your premiere, I'm just like, oh,
I
it's
know.
over with.
I
I love
know.
it.
Not only do I want to talk to him, but I feel like he's probably untouchable at this point. I would love to talk to Youngblood fans. Did you see when he did a reel where he said girls make better rock stars and he had a girl come up and play and it was phenomenal. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to
Let's find
her.
her. We'll find her.
Yeah. Like if anybody knows who she is. Like I want to talk to her.
I'll do, you know
Um,
what? I'll do a snooping trip when I go to his
right?
store. I
Seriously.
bet like
Hey,
all the
who's that
people who work
girl?
there are probably the coolest people ever. I don't
I'm
even
sure.
like.
I know. He'd be like,
Hi guys. So
so
yeah,
fun. Oh my gosh.
so those are just all. I won't make any of the Guns N' Roses Latin America shows,
Right,
but
right.
I'm excited to see Def Leppard, Youngblood, and Milltown
Oh
Brothers
my
coming up.
gosh.
So
Oh my
summer is
gosh.
not
Yeah.
quite over for me.
No, right.
Summer fun.
And then, yeah. And then a week after you do that, I'm at Firehouse. A week after.
Okay, that's another singing and screaming. And then I still feel I need to get to one of those heat shows. Heat shows again with heat. I am missing them in London by a few days, and I'm doing the like. I should have looked at the tour
Mm-hmm.
schedule before. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get
That's
it to
someone we're
match
gonna
all
have to
up.
catch. For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. One of us,
yeah.
if not both. Okay. Um, also, just to let everybody know, okay, you're coming home in October.
I am.
So we're probably going to have another little bit where we'll probably, okay, so last year, same weekend, actually, Katya came home and we like took a picture and we had like a little get together and we took pictures from that. We didn't do anything else in terms of marking our time together, right? Like we didn't, right? But we didn't like do anything for the podcast. We didn't do anything, kind of a thing. So we're going to try to do something this year. You guys, I have a couple questions for you if you watch this far. We're looking at maybe doing a subscriber benefit type thing. And is that something that you would be interested in? It's kind of like we do the thing, like I think we're both a part of GPC with Eric Gronwall. And it's like $5 a month. And there's extra content involved and just kind of stuff like that. So I'm curious if you guys would be interested in something along those lines, coming along, subscribing, helping us to cover the cost of the podcast and promoting it. We really want to grow. And so let us know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And get your merch at rtlmerch.com. Don't cut straight down the logo, I mean, you
I'm
can
curious
if
to
you
see what it looks
want.
like. I want to
You know what
know.
I wonder? I wonder if I could put some grommets in it and then put some, like, lace it, like not shoelaces, but
I've
get
seen
some
such
lace
cool
it a
things done with
little.
rock t-shirts.
Yeah. I'm
It'll be
thinking
something fun.
maybe it's
It'll be something
repairable.
fun.
Yeah, maybe I can do something with it. But I know. Anyway, I
Okay.
think we're there, babe.
I
I
think so
think
too.
we've
This
come
was
to the
fun.
end
I
of a
can't.
singing and screaming. Yeah.
Yay!
If you guys have an adventure you'd love to share with us, make sure you reach out. You can find us on Instagram at RockTheLifeGirl, and you can send an email to amy.rocktthelife@outlook.com.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Any
Until
other
next time.
questions? Yeah, don't forget. Rock the
Rock
life.
the life. Bye.
Oh my word.